Getting ready to do the book shopping book tag. I just saw this at Leslie Smith's channel, The Nerdy Narrative, and it's originally done by Hugo at Scientist Reading World. Check out those channels. I just subscribed to Hugo's. His is relatively new. Looks really interesting. And I've been a long subscriber to Leslie. This is a good tag if you're coming to my channel for the first time. It gives you an idea of the type of books I read. I primarily read older books and classics, but I just ordered Flights that won the Booker Award, and I think National Book Award, and it's relatively new, 2019. So, well, let me just do the tag. You'll see. I'll try not to sweat too much. I'm in Portland, Oregon, where it's 114 today, breaking new records. We get some relief tomorrow, but drinking ice water here. And sorry about the noise. My window's open, and I live right by a freeway on and off. Well, not right by one, but you can see it. Okay, here we go. 1. How do you buy books? Physical, at a bookstore, or online? I do both, but primarily I do it online. Online, I like to use this place called Thrift Books. I'll try to remember to leave a link below to I think it's a 5% discount, or it could be 15% discount. I think it's 15 for the first 5 people who hit it up. So, 2, do you prefer bigger bookstores or smaller bookstores? Well, I live in Portland, Oregon, and we have the largest indie bookstore in America. It's called Powell's. Put a picture up here. And I primarily shop there, although we have, I hope it's still in existence, we have another small bookstore here that is just packed with books, and I want to do an interview with the owner, if he's still there. I hope he is, because I used to get a lot of really good deals there. 3, do you prefer new or used books? Now, I prefer new because like, here's an example of a new book I bought and I'm currently reading, just started it, but sci-fi. Neil Gaiman called it the best science fiction novel of the last century. And I was turned on to this book by Tom at LA Books, and we're kind of buddy reading it, but he's way ahead of me and he's reading it in Italian. But he's got a collectible edition he just bought in English. And I think we might be rereading this in November. They always say, you don't read Gene Wolfe, you reread Gene Wolfe. And here's another book I'm reading, this big brick. Not an old book, but it's new. But then, you know, I don't mind an old, used book like this. I must have had 3 or 4 copies of this one. And it's annotated up by me now, but there was a few pencil marks in it. And I've been going through a big Kurt Vonnegut reading phase this year, and you can see that the books don't match, and they were like used, so I don't mind too much. Of course, I prefer to have like all the editions from the same publisher and that, but I don't mind with Vonnegut. 4, are you a coupon TLC level crazy person or a full price Sweet 16 MTV? Okay, I'm also gonna digress here, and I don't print out the prompts because I'm on my phone and it takes too long with my fingers, and it also is a way for me to direct you guys to the original and to Leslie's channel, so you can see they type all theirs out. And I think this means, like, do I buy retail or wholesale? Again, I go through Thrift Books a lot, or Amazon, where I buy them generally used. Prompt 5. Do I research, read reviews, or impulse buy? I usually go by reviews, like recommendations. I'm trying to think of an impulse buy I made. I mean, like just totally out of the blue, didn't know the author, didn't hear about it. That rarely happens. Six. Do you buy a book or two, or do you use a full cart for like a book haul? I usually just buy a book or two or half dozen. 7. New, recent releases or old classics? And I think I already answered that. Primarily old classics. I look down here at the what I'm reading. Tom and L.A. books again, going through Divine Comedy. I did buy this book new, but it's years old now. And I'm doing a read along of the Dream Songs. I bought this book used, but it didn't have any annotations or writing in it until now. But I've been reading this book for decades. I've been reading this book since the mid-1990s. And it was a recommendation from a professor. Actually took me through the book. Prompt 8. Do you pre-order? No, very rarely. Todd Rundgren, the musician and songwriter, just got in the Hall of Fame. I did pre-order his book. He had a really good book out. And now that book's in a box in Toledo. I haven't even read the thing. Didn't have to order another one, huh? 9. Do you buy expensive collectible editions, or is what's inside that counts? Now, remember that movie Razor's Edge? It was a adaptation from Somerset Maugham book, Razor's Edge, but there was a character in there that Bill Murray's character befriended. He was a coal miner, and he had all these books, and they didn't have any covers on them. Like he had the Upanishads and just everything, Gilgamesh and, 1001 Nights, you can name all the classics, and they just had paper covers on them with no title or no on that spine or anything. And I always kind of found that romantic. It's on the inside that counts, right? But don't judge a book by its cover. 10. Picture your favorite book. Do you buy multiple copies? Now, I don't know if it's my favorite book. I'd say it's my favorite short story collection, Dubliners. And I have, I think 2, maybe 3 copies of it up there. But I must have bought that book 10 times. I've also bought Catcher in the Rye multiple times. And I've bought A Clockwork Orange multiple times. Name your favorite places to bookshop. I've worked at several bookshops. In Tempe, Arizona area, there was a bookstore called Changing Hands. It was a pretty big bookstore. I worked there. What other bookstores? Well, I don't want to digress. Hey, I think we're done. Tag some people. Great. I'm going to tag my my friend Roz. All these people are friends of mine, but she likes to do a tag or two at Scalldandling about the books. I'll tag Jack, the Rambling Raconteur. He's on vacation right now, but when he gets back or gets some time, I hope he does his tag. Maybe he goes to Changing Hands too. I know they're in Phoenix and Tucson and Mesa, Arizona. I'll tag Dane at Dane Reads. I'll tag Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads. I'll tag David Wiley at David Wiley. And I'd like to tag Christina at Knitting Books, etc. Alright. Hope this didn't go on too long. And if you like this, I think you might like what I read and review. I've got a review coming out, and my buddy read this with Stephanie Cohen. We took her time with this, and you might be interested in what I have to say about it. I don't think I like this as much as I thought I would. Anyhow, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll definitely reply to you if you do. Alright, ciao. Stay cool.